What a stunning game of cricket we've seen. Yet another thriller, I'd like to say, because it went right down to the last over. Peshawar Zalmi triumphant in the end. 211 is what they made in 20 overs. Top scorers, you had Saim Ayub really set things up for Peshawar Zalmi, and in response, Lahore Qalandars, well, like I said, it was down to that last over. What a stunning 100 from Rassi van der Dussen, 104. And at one point, it looked like they might steal the show, but in the end, Peshawar Zalmi just held their nerve. Welcome to pitch side once again. Qalandars losing back-to-back games. Peshawar Zalmi seem to be picking up momentum just at the right time. And full credit to them. They've got somebody like Darren Sammy right on my left, who's a happy man today. Alongside with him, I've got Dominic Cork. Darren, you seem to love what you do. That's one of the things that everybody picks up. You've always got a smile on your face, and you bring in so much energy into this sport. I mean, you seem to be enjoying yourself.
Yes, I have. I have been enjoying myself. Obviously, being at the franchise for the last 9 years makes it easier to deal with the guys and the characters in the dressing room. But yeah, it's been amazing, and you know, winning creates that type of energy in the dressing room, which makes it easier to just be myself. So yeah, I'm sitting here now with Dominic Cork. I don't know what I want to say to him right now, but it's good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you. I want to ask you, come on, let's go through this. You love your celebrations. Well, you know, I saw you animated the other day in Multan. You like getting involved as a coach. You don't just sit down and relax.
No.
You are running around, you're on the edge of the outfield, you're up and down. Not so much tonight,
no.
A little bit subdued tonight. Why?
Tonight, it's a bit cold tonight, so I wanted to just be more with the analysts and these guys. But more and more, you could see Barbara, you know, just growing more into the role. You know, we don't have to communicate much today. Most of the things I was thinking outside, I was in sync with him. So not much to walk around. But yeah, I like to be involved. I've not fully gotten off that player mentality. So if I had my own choice, I'd be running around the boundary and all this stuff.
I want to ask you about that timeout when you were batting.
Yeah.
What did you say to Rovman Powell? What was it? Because, and this is no disrespect, got off to a good start and then just run rate started to plummet. What did you say? Yeah,
look, I thought especially between overs 11 to 15. If we could cash in and put the pressure on, it forced Shaheen and these guys bowling in the back end to come in earlier. And then you have, you know, you had the youngster Mohammed Imran Jr. I think he had to bowl within the last 5. So for us was to maximize the start that we had, you know. And obviously Baba kind of slowed down after the power play, but the way Saim batted, we were looking for a minimum of 55 runs during 11 to 15 to really put the pressure on them, just in case we had 2 good overs in the back end.
All right, we're talking about the Caribbean boys bringing in their flavor to the HBL PSL. They've got plenty of flair as well, and we saw a bit of that by Rovman Powell. I mean, how good was he today, Darren?
He's been good, you know. He's earned his dollar, you know. I throw balls to them every morning, and I said to him, Rovman, you are batting too well. You know, you're in too much of a good form for you to be scoring 20s. So he said, okay, coach, don't worry, I got you today. So the way we needed that inning right now, that injection, you know, to take us past 200 on the board, and you know we needed all of those runs today, you know. So Rovman continues to be that type of impact player for us, and you know, youngster Harris, you know, everybody coming down to the back end really played their hand as well.
So you get 211 on the board. What did you say at half time? What did Baba say at half time?
Yeah, Baba said I first told Baba we have to go out of the attitude of defending 180, you know, because we know these pitches there, it is 10 runs and over pitches. So we had probably 1 over cushion, you know, to play with. So the power play became very important. And yeah, Rossi, man, he played an unbelievable inning. He kept us under pressure throughout. I actually was thinking maybe, you know, the longer we keep, you know, guys like Shea and these guys in, you know, the better it will be for us. But yeah, Rossi he played a blinder, but it was the way the bowlers bowled was enough.
Sorry, Zainab, I just want to ask him one more question because we say it up there in the commentary box, and I know you've been in commentary before. Is the plan when you're going for the bigger boundary to be hit to the bigger side? Because at times, is that just bowlers overthinking it and thinking, hang on, I can do something different and go against the plan?
The plan is always to get hit on the big side, you know, and we didn't stick to it long enough. You know, Rossi, I mean, got a couple full tosses. What I've said to the guys, when you have a plan, you could err on the length, not on the line. That's when it becomes difficult, because if you look into bowl wide and you bowl the ball short, he still plays a cut. But when you miss it full on the line, that's where it becomes easy picking. But again, T20 tournament is about picking up momentum at the right time. You know, we lost, I think, the first two, and now we're picking up some momentum, and guys are getting more confident in what they do. So I'm just looking forward to tomorrow.
What's happening tomorrow?
Well, we have a game tomorrow.
Oh, right,
we have a game tomorrow.
Is it a game of cricket?
Well, definitely a game of cricket at 7 o'clock, but I think I got a game with you, Dominic, at 9 o'clock.
Hopefully. I'm due some money off you. No, but on a serious note, how difficult? You've won these two games. You've gone to Multan. No one's beaten there. You have. You've obviously beaten a Qalandars side that have struggled.
Yeah.
Islamabad tomorrow. How hard is it for these players to turn up tomorrow and go back to back? Or is it just another game? Yeah,
well, I try to keep them in the moment. You know, what has happened today is gone. Tomorrow we focus on Islamabad, get the plans right, and hopefully we are better in our execution. You know, we don't dwell in the past. I always tell them, stay in the moment. You know, and hopefully we go out and execute. You know, the batting has been good. The bowling will always be under pressure. Maybe we think of a different combination, maybe 6 bowlers, you know, genuine bowlers. But all in all,
we've got a hint. Basically, there'll be a change in the next game. That's what Darren is saying. But
no, probably if I get to play some golf tomorrow.
All right. It's all contingent upon playing golf in the end. It all comes down to that, doesn't it, Koki? At the end of the day, it comes down to that. But on a serious note, thank you so much for your time. You bring in so much positive energy within the setup, within the camp. And, you know, you can see that they're bearing the fruits of all that positivity that you bring into the dugout. Thank you so much. And I'll let you off now so that you can prepare for your big one tomorrow. And this is how it stands right now. Just a confirmation of where Peshawar Zalmi is. Remember, they've won their last 2 games, which is why they're almost sort of crawling up that points table. You know, the way they started the tournament, it seems like they've got their mojo back in the middle of the tournament. Multan Sultans are leading, and Qalandars, unfortunately, at the bottom of the table. It's almost like a reminder of the earlier years of the HBL PSL, where Lahore Qalandars really struggled, and then they managed to have 2 back-to-back wins in the previous 2 years. Sana Mir joins us. Sana, overall, another bad day at the office for Lahore Qalandars. Where do you think? Was it the case of conceding too many runs, or was it a case of getting a bit of the strategy wrong?
I do think with the power play bowling, they could have been better. We keep talking about utilizing Sikandar Raza's experience. I do think they kind of tried 6 bowlers in the first 7 overs, but still Sikandar Raza was not tried in there. Like 7th over he bowled. That would be one aspect, and then the batting order. It's something I cannot get my mind around, how Sikandar Raza and Carlos Brathwaite cannot bat number 5, number 6 when they're chasing 200 plus. So that's something you need. You need to utilize players better when they are missing Rashid Khan, when they are missing David Visa. They need to bank on these match winners.
Let's not take anything away from Rassi van der Dusen, though, Koki, because first 100 of the HBL PSL, and to do it in the way he did, it was a visual spectacle for all the people that had come out to support Qalandars today.
Yes, 7 fours and 6 maximums down the ground. He's a fine player, and I think you see that whenever he comes out. He's so difficult to bowl at because how tall he is. And I know we talk about people tall and leavers, forget that how he gets into position, how he gets on top of the bounce, and how he picks his areas where he wants to try and hit a bowler. Even though Luke Wood was going wide at him, he knew that if he could get him on the full, he could hit him for 6. It was a fantastic innings, you know, and a guy who, in most games, if somebody would have come off the other end, they win that game and then they turn their season round, and that's a disappointing thing for him. Simon Doull actually said it's spot on. You forgo the actual getting the 100 to win the game, but when you're scoring like this, man, top of the runs so far, you just want somebody else to back you up, and I'm sure he's disappointed that couldn't get his team over the line.
Yeah, you could tell by looking at the amount of runs he's got in this HBL PSL so far, 270, and he's leading the charts. He's pretty much on top of the tree, and that's he's still on top of the tree when it comes to individual scores. 104 not out. It was quite an innings. Like I said, it went in vain in the end because Lahore Qalandars ended up losing, but that was because of plenty of other reasons that we're still talking about, Sana. I mean, what next for Lahore Qalandars? It's been so disappointing for them. Like I said, it almost seems like we're going back to 2016 and 2017 when Qalandars were really struggling and were getting so many of their tactics wrong.
It's still a few matches left. I do think they can regroup. They have got another game in a day or two, and what's important for them is now treat it as a knockout. They can still, mathematically, they are still there hanging by a thread, but it's just a mathematical thing. But I do think for the pride, for the fans who have showed up in numbers in every game that they have played, they have really have to regroup and come back strong.
They've shown glimpses. They haven't played as well as they've done over the last couple of seasons. But I think also you have to give credit to the Zalmi, the way they played. Simon Hoob was excellent. Rodman Powell. You know, there's still things that Darren Sammy would say that they slightly need to get better at. But for the Qalandars, they've got to take on, guess who, in 2 days' time? Multan Sultans, who are actually in a decent form. So it doesn't get any easier for them. For the Zalmi, let's see what they can do tomorrow night against Islamabad.
How talented is somebody like Saim Ayub, Sana? I mean, he did well in the Caribbean Premier League. He's also represented Pakistan now at a national level. And today we got a glimpse of what he's capable of.
Look, when you look at his batting, you see the skill, you see the timing, you see the range of shots. But don't forget that he didn't get runs in the last 2 games. So that shows a lot of character. Coming, facing Shaheen, making those runs, and he has got all the skill in the world, whether it's spin bowling, fast bowling, and then coming and bowling an over of spin. Not many times you see a player opening with the batting and the bowling in a match. So I think he's super talented, and this catch, this was amazing running catch under pressure. So he's a fabulous package in T20, and I definitely think he should get proper chances at the top level.
And the run out as well. You know, just the fact that it's the whole package, and just throw in the fact that he's actually opening the innings at the other end to someone who's quite good, Babar Azam. So the pressure is there as well for him, having him at the other end. So fantastic from him. And I think you heard it from Darren Sammy when he was speaking earlier on to Waqar Younis, that as a franchise they want to bring through younger players. Hasibullah with the gloves on. So that's a good sign for PSL going forward. And for franchises. I apologise that I'm a little bit nasally, but I'm trying to get it out to you.
We're all a bit nasally today, Koki, aren't we? It's all right. We all sound the same. But, Sana, do you like this combination, this batting combination at the top, this opening combination of Saim Ayub and Babar Azam? They've been in quite a few partnerships in the past, and it's being looked at as a potential opening combination in the national side as well. I mean, they're trying a few different things. We keep seeing sometimes Rizwan is opening, sometimes there's Babar. But what do you make of this combination?
I think the consistency and the way they have dominated the bowlers is ridiculous. 4 centuries between them as an opening pair, and then the left and right hand combination, the overall range of shots that they have running between the wickets. I think it's fabulous. I love it. And it's not about just 1 release shots or 2 release shots. Yes, Fakhar Zaman, I love him as a player, but yes, Saim Ayub is definitely putting his name at the top there.
And also we've got, what, 2 games left here. We then go to Pindi. We know what happened at Pindi last year with those flat wickets, so we're going to see probably more runs. There'll be games at Karachi. There's still a lot to come and a lot of young players here to make their mark, not just on HBL PSL 9, but also trying to force their way into that Pakistan side.
Well, Corky said that we've still got 2 more games here, so let's have a look at what you have for us for tomorrow. We've got Peshawar Zalmi once again. Not much resting time for them, which is good in a way because they've picked up their rhythm just at the right time, and they are up against Shadab Khan's Islamabad United at 6:30 p.m. from Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Yeah, it should be interesting actually when you look at Peshawar Zalmi and Islamabad United. Both the teams are looking great. Just a quick pick between the two. It has to be a really quick one.
Very difficult, but I would go for Peshawar Zalmi.
Peshawar Zalmi. There you heard it from Sana. Mir Koki.
Zalmi, because of their win tonight and a little bit of momentum.
It's all about momentum though, isn't it, guys? When you look at tournaments, it's about peaking at the right time as well. So thank you so much for your thoughts, Koki, once again. And Sana, you as well. Like I said, Zalmi seems to be gathering that momentum right at the right time, actually, peaking at the right time as well. They've got everything together when it comes to their batting. There's Saim Ayub, and even in their bowling, you saw a spirited effort from them. So should be a cracker of a game tomorrow versus Islamabad United. That's all that we have for you from here. It's goodbye.